What's going on, guys? It's Steve. Kyle Lowry officially lost all my respect. All of it. Okay? It's not that he had a whole bunch of it in the first place, but he lost all of my respect. Now, if you guys don't know what's going on, Kyle Lowry just came out and said he is doubtful for Game 4. Doubtful. How the hell you gonna be doubtful for Game 4 and your team is down 3-0? Is that what a superstar does? Is that what an all-star does? Would Carmelo Anthony do that? Would LeBron James do that? Would Chris Paul do that? Would Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, the list goes on. Listen, this is what I said. This is what I mean when I said Kyle Lowry is not a star player. No star player would go down, ending his season like this, down 3-0, and he comes out and says, I'm doubtful for Game 3. He came out in Game 2, for Game 4. He came back out in Game 3 Game 2 after the injury, and was ready to play, but his team was getting stomped on so bad that he just didn't play. But now he's doubtful. Your team is about to get swept. Okay? It's not like you lost in 7 games or 6 games like last year. You're about to get the broomstick. Absolute embarrassment. Okay? And you're going to sit there and tell me that you consider yourself one of the better point guards in the NBA? You're going to sit there and tell me that you're an all-star player? Listen, Toronto fans, I feel bad for y'all. Okay, because I understand what you guys are going through. I understand you guys defend Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan to their death. I understand that. But this you cannot defend. There's no excuses for not playing in Game 4. Okay? I don't give a damn if you tweaked your ankle or whatever the hell leg injury you have. It's not that serious. If you came out in Game 2 and was ready to go, but you didn't go because you were getting stomped on. Okay? There's no excuses for this. This is an absolute embarrassment right now what's going on with the Toronto Raptors. Okay? They need to keep DeRozan and get rid of Kyle Lowry because he is a joke. The constant not showing up in the NBA playoffs, this is the 3rd year in a row. 3 years in a row. Raptor fans hated me because of it. Now they're loving me because I'm telling the truth. Listen, 3 years in a row, and you're going to re-sign this? Get him the hell out of there. Trade him while you can. Because I'm telling you guys right now, if the Raptors make the playoffs again next year, and he does this again, which he will, you really think anyone's going to want him? He's old. He's old. He's been in the league for like over 10 years now. He was a role player in Houston, a role player in Memphis, and now he's a quote-unquote all-star point guard with the Toronto Raptors. No. You want to know what it is? It's Jeremy Lin all over again. The only difference is Jeremy Lin is consistent. Okay? That's the only difference. If you really look at it, Melo got injured, Amari Stoudemire was injured, Jeremy Lin got signed, and guess what? He went off in the garden. Did it last? Hell to the no. He left because he wanted more money, and he was smart. He didn't go to Harvard for no reason. He knew he wasn't gonna keep putting up those amazing numbers. So he went and got as much money as he needed and as much as he wanted and maxed out how much he can get. So you don't have to worry about sleeping on couches anymore. And guess what? Now he's just a solid starting and maybe backup point guard, which is fine. He's still getting paid, but he's not pretending he's an all-star player. He's not pretending he's a superstar caliber point guard. Okay? That's the difference. Kyle Lowry has never been and will never be a superstar point guard. He, at best, is a solid starting point guard on a good team. But playoff time, do I want Kyle Lowry? Hell to the no. I would take Jeremy Lin over Kyle Lowry in the NBA playoffs. This man, Kyle Lowry, averaging 14 points per game on 30% shooting. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me, Kyle Lowry? You're down 3-0. You are supposed to be the leader of this team. And you're going to come out and say, I'm doubtful about playing in Game 4 when you're down 3-0? Does that make sense? I simply just, I don't get it, okay? And this just further proves that this man has no heart. 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row. And you're going to tell me you didn't work on your game one bit. And don't say, Steve, you're so biased. You don't ever say anything about anyone in the Knicks. Oh, really? What about when I got on Kristaps Porzingis for not improving his game from his rookie season to his sophomore season? I didn't hear anyone saying that then, so don't say that now. At the end of the day, Kyle Lowry is the same player he's been his entire career. I have never seen any improvement from this guy whatsoever. You know, the only thing he's improved on is he's improved on choking in the playoffs. It seems like every year it gets worse and worse and worse. DeMar DeRozan is the same, but it's a little bit different. He's elevated his game this season compared to last year. Okay? He's playing a little bit more consistent. He's still very inconsistent in the playoffs, but he's gotten better. His efficiency has gotten up. But still, DeRozan, come on, man. Don't make, you better show up tonight. If you don't play good tonight, you already know what's coming tomorrow. Anyway, back to Kyle Lowry. This man, he's a great player. I'm sure he's a real good guy. But the simple fact is that you don't come out as the leader of this team, as the veteran, best point guard on this team. You don't, and one of the better point guards in the Eastern Conference. I'll give you that. You do not come out and say, I am doubtful for Game 4 when you are down 3-0. You're going to lose the series regardless. So go out swinging. You have to show the younger guys you don't go down without fighting. How the hell you... Look, I don't care if you get swept. That's not the point. The point is that you're supposed to play your heart out and lead by example. That's the point. Do you think LeBron James, if he were down 3-0, would come out and say, oh, I'm doubtful because I tweaked my ankle? He would play regardless because he knows his season is on the line. You don't have to look at the top players in the world. Let's forget about the top players. Okay? Let's look at, I don't know, someone like a Kemba Walker. You think Kemba Walker would come out and say, I'm doubtful for Game 4 if he were down 3-0? I mean, come on, Kyle Lowry. It's just like every damn year, it gets worse and worse and worse. You know, for a minute this season, I actually thought you got better. I actually thought that you improved. I even made a video saying, I hope DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, which I still do, I hope they show up in the playoffs, and I hope they get better, because 2 years of choking, most of the time, choking helps players get better. When LeBron choked in 2011, what happened? He elevated his game so far ahead of everyone else. When Kobe was airballing against whatever team it was in the early 2000s, I don't know if it was the Sacramento Kings or the Utah Jazz or whoever the hell it was, and he was airballing shots and game winners in the fourth quarter, guess what? He elevated his game and he came back better than ever. I don't want to hear no damn excuses. Oh, I'm doubtful for Game 4. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play in Game 4. You're down 3-0, man. You're down 3-0. You're too good to be saying things like this. Now, you're not superstar good. In my opinion, you're a borderline all-star. But you're still better than 80% of the league. So there's no, you can't come say, I'm doubtful. You're down 3-0. Your season's on the line regardless. Just play the damn game. It's like you had no heart whatsoever. It's embarrassing. It truly is embarrassing. You know, and Toronto fans, I feel bad for you. You guys got bamboozled. You thought you guys had a great team, and unfortunately, you just don't. Okay? And this is what I tried to tell you guys last year, and you guys got mad at me for it. But guess what? I was right. The team is irrelevant. I said last year, and I don't know why I deleted this video. Well, I do, because I was cursing a lot in the video, and I wanted to stray away from cursing. But I literally made a video that the title was, The Toronto Raptors Are Irrelevant. It had like 10 likes and 100 dislikes, all from Raptor fans. Okay? But guess what? I was right. They were saying, oh, we're going to win the championship next year and all this other. I told you guys, get rid of Kyle Lowry, keep DeMar DeRozan, keep Terrence Ross, keep Jonas Valanciunas, Get a better point guard. Don't need to be the superstar point guard because Jonas Valanciunas could take that next step. Get defenders and shooters around DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan needs to work on his three-point shot. He will be unguardable if he can. But guess what? I was wrong, right? Whatever, man. Anyway, guys, it's been your man, Steve. Raptor fans, I do feel bad for you, but at the same time, I don't. I'll just leave it at that. At the end of the day, another fake team that put on a mask and people really believe they were a good team. Do you really think the Boston Celtics are going to be relevant in 2 years? Do you really think this Washington Wizards team is going to be relevant in 2 years? I mean, these are the type of teams that come, they go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, whoa. I'm out. Peace.